Will it worth it changing it to VM Ultra or sticking with Ultra and 5-link combination? I will have back-to-back comparison and sound sample as well. Hello everyone, welcome to Tabama Hi-Fi Review channel. Today I would like to share my experience of using newly released VM Ultra, which is retail for $529 currently available, using dual TPH Class D chip ESS9039Q2M digital to analog converter, along with OP1612 op-amp for analog stage and ADC, which seems like they are still using Bar Brown ADC, but I'm not sure for that because I haven't opened the unit yet. For the build quality wise, pretty much same as the VM Ultra. There is no longer headphone stage come with this Ultra, and also speaker terminals are featuring same terminal as 5-link M, but upgraded with left and right indicator on those flat terminals. Also come with regular terminal with banana plugs that you can slide in if you want wire on screw type. It comes with complete package including the remote control. So that is voice control, remote control, Alexa compatible for $529. 100 watt at 8 ohm load, 200 watt at 4 ohm load of Class D dynamic power. Please keep in mind they are rated for dynamic power, not RMS power output or continuous power output, utilizing good quality switching mode power supply. Operates quietly just using silent cooling features underneath of the unit. The footers that come with it is slightly better than VM Ultra, pretty similar to 5-link M. Ultra operation temperature is not too warm. It's just about right for this kind of component. Very quiet operation as well. Power supply is very quiet and noise control is very good. Even when I'm pushing up to 95-98 dB range, it doesn't get very warm. It's just a tad warm even when I push into that kind of loud level for long period of time. So in terms of driving power, it has the ability to drive pretty much any speaker to comfortable level. Only it will come up short if you pushed it above 90-95 dB range. Depends on speaker impedance as well. Average impedance speaker like 88 to 90 dB range should work very well together. Even hard to drive stand mount speakers such as LS50 variation will suit well by utilizing internet parametric equalizer tuning and subwoofer crossing over at around 80 Hz, and it should totally help you free up the power and sound quality increase that you will notice when you utilize all those features. In my system, when I started using Netflix streaming, watching TVs and using with subwoofer, play around with PEQ a little bit, and also try room correction, right? According to VM, the operation system is capable of reading UMK1 for mini DSP, including correction file. When I try that with my iOS device, it doesn't show. Let's go to VM Home app to see the setting. Go to this gear icon. These are all the features that are available as usual in all of VM devices using Link Play operation system. What I want to talk about is this room correction feature. So if you follow these steps, it will take you to regular room correction setup using these smart devices. But if you go to this gear icon, then this will show you, and this one is room correction curve that you can choose BNK or Harman or flat, whatever you prefer. And if you go to advanced setting, even if you go to advanced setting, there is no external microphone option is available on iOS operation system. currently as of right now. So that's what I want to talk about, because it's not possible. Probably is available on Android devices or Mac laptops or those kind of beta version that they are available. I haven't tried that yet. So that's probably I will make another video for that, for room equalizer tuning and PEQ setting, etc. So these are pretty much all the features, right? And the subwoofer, I can enable it and it will automatically cross it over at 80 Hertz, and it will bring you incredibly good sound improvement in openness and nice and good quality music that you will hear if you, as soon as you enable subwoofer. So my advice to you is these kind of mini components with Class D amplification, all of them need subwoofer to get the best out. That is a basic rule of thumb that we have to do to get the best possible sound quality out of them. It will free up the bass drivability or driving the bass regions, then totally bring them up to next level in terms of sonic quality. So here's a few of my settings that I play around with. These are my parametric EQ setting. So these are all the settings I play around with: gain, frequency, as well as Q volume. So I have 4 different settings that I kept. These are the settings that I like, and that take me to whole new level in 2-channel mode when I'm listening my music, right? So these are a few different settings that I use then for 2 different speakers. So I try all the settings and play around, and these are 4 of them that I collected for the sound quality out of these 2 speakers pairing with this M Ultra. So in terms of driving power, is more than enough for most of the rooms. So price is good, right? $529, you get very good sounding component featuring ESS DAC and TPA, Class D amp, and all that 9 yards that come with it. But how that compare to ViveLink and Ultra combination? Because I tried them back to back in my system, my listening level is around 75 to 85 dB peaks. That is my reference level. When I'm testing low level listening, either ViveLink amp and Ultra combination or this amp Ultra, volume level is around 20 position on this menu. So sound will get me around 50-55 dB range. So both of that combination, what happened is, without PEQ correction, sound is a little flat, although it has a good resolution and every detail possibly we can enjoy, right, in that level of loudness, but bass region is much less desirable. So that's why I enable PEQ tuning and to get the best sound quality out of it, as well as better stereo image. Without PEQ tuning, sound staging and width is smaller than what I'm used to with my Acouphase E4000 or any of my tube amplifier. But I can take them to whole new level by tuning parametric equalizer, enabling all the settings to the way I like it. So when I'm comparing them back to back, I kind of prefer a little bit more on M Ultra, and upper mid-range quality is slightly more refined. That is very minor differences between the two, right? When you really pushed it, right, above 95 dB range, Ultra and ViveLink may retain slightly better in sound quality. Other than that, there are no major differences in overall sound quality. You will also hear back-to-back sound sample that I recorded. Both of them are playing around 80-85 dB peaks. In terms of back-to-back comparison in the blind setting or even not in blind setting, most people will fail. to tell the difference in sound if they're using very same system and same setup. In terms of sound quality, you can go either way. If you already have Ultra, I would suggest you to buy Vivelink amp, right? Because that is safer way in the long run. If it's one component fail, you still have another one to play with. Only thing I would advise you is lift them up, give them more breathing room underneath for the longevity and temperature control. So better the temperature control, all audio components will last longer. So when I'm listening this amp Ultra in 2-channel without any EQing, overall sound signature is clean and transparent. But as soon as you crank it up, it will totally shows ESS sound signature. A little bit forward, upper mid-range and mid-range area, tiny bit of brightness that you will notice if you play it to like 65 to 75 dB range. If you only want to listen in 2-channel mode, you should consider pairing with above 92 dB range sensitive speakers to get the best driving power out of this amp Ultra or Ultra and Vivelink combination. This amp Ultra totally deliver equally good sound quality, if not better. To me, this amp Ultra upper mid-range is slightly more refined compared to Ultra and Vivelink combination. So that is one thing that I noticed, right? That's clearly noticeable, but not major differences, just slight tiny bit more refined. Overall noise control, background noise, everything is pretty much comparable. Another thing that I like to mention is when I'm using external DAC, this Luxin X9, right, connecting with RCA input to this amp Ultra, it will go to 3072 kilobytes per second, 48K 24-bit file format when I'm playing that external DAC combination. Doesn't matter what resolution of original music file is. I'm using Sony HAP-Z1ES to this Luxin X9 when I'm doing that. Either 44.1K or 192K or DSD file, doesn't matter. It will go to that 3072 kilobytes per second 24-bit file, so which is upsample. ADC feature is good to have, but for the sound quality wise, I like digital session better. Price and sound quality ratio, this is gonna be as good as you can get for $529 with all the features that you can use and fine tune it. Very quiet operation. Even when idling, I don't hear any white noise or hissing sound. Price is good, sound quality it can deliver is probably one of the best in the class. Incredible software system and ecosystem, everything combined. Absolute best buy, all in one under $600, and my highest recommendation in under $600 price range. So totally wholeheartedly recommended, my friend. That is the experience that I like to share with you. Thank you for watching and happy listening.
Come into my solitude, though I weary be. Come into my tenderness, dream along with me. Listen to the whispers sing, listen to the singer shout. Come into my solitude, be my big mouth. Unspoken thoughts unsaid, lies of hearth and home, children broken on the bed and left to lie alone. Things you talk around, scum you choke on down. Come into my solitude, step on sacred ground. We were speaking of values and violence, breaking silence. Fathers who are lovers to the daughters that they own. too kind. Come into my solitude, step over that line. Thought it was the only one. Thought it was the only. Thought it was the only one. Speaking of values and violence, breaking silence. Come to my solitude, welcome to the wheel. Come into this wonderland of wounds that will not heal. Walls that do not speak, steps that do not sound. Come into my solitude, burn this building down. Come into my solitude, though I weary be. Come into my tenderness, dream along with me. Listen to the whispers sing, listen to the singer shout. Come into my solitude, be my big mouth. Thoughts unspoken, thoughts unsaid, lies of hearth and home. Children broken on the bed and left to lie alone. Things you talk around, scum you choke on down. Come into my solitude, step on sacred ground. We were speaking of values and violence, breaking silence. Fathers who are lovers to the daughters that they own. Mothers who don't leave a child a single safety zone. People so unhinged that death is much too kind. Come into my solitude, step over that line. Thought it was the only one. Thought it was the only. Thought it was the only one. Speaking of values and violence, breaking silence. Come to my solitude, welcome to the wheel. Come into this wonderland of wounds that will not heal. Walls that do not speak, steps that do not sound. Come into my solitude.